James Charles' makeup brand is in some major trouble right now. He's only a few weeks out from his launch and things aren't looking good. There's also some major drama going on with his house that's very reminiscent of what happened to the Ace family and their disaster home. It's a mess, so let's get into it. A few months ago, James Charles announced his brand that's been in the works for a few years now. After years worth of anticipation and delays and speculation about what was going on, James finally announced the name of his brand, Painted. It looked like the first product was going to be a universal face paint that you can use in your kit for professional sets or for everyday use like colorful eyeliner. James did say his first launch wouldn't be the most user-friendly product ever, and it might scare some people away, and I can definitely see that with these paints. But James did do a pretty good job of promoting his brand in the first few weeks. He put out a promo video for it, he did people's makeup at Coachella with his products, but then he kind of went silent. I was just thinking the other day just how little we've heard from James when it comes to his brand. He said it was going to be a summer launch, and summer is pretty much here. I would have thought he would be heavily promoting it every day, but it's kind of been crickets. Well, it looks like we have some answers as to why James has been so silent lately. He ran into some issues with the formulation of his face paints. One day he was testing out some on himself and he realized they were drying wrong and flaking off.
There's a huge emergency with my new makeup brand Painted, so come with me to the lab today to hopefully get it fixed. I had to wake up at the crack of dawn, which I was not excited about, to get ready and pack my kit because it's about to be a long ass day. I recently received my final sample of my first product that are about to launch, but when I tried them out, there was a huge problem. My paints were cracking. I could not believe it. After spending years on this formula to perfect it and with our launch only being a couple of weeks away, this is not what I want to be dealing with right now.
Now, this confused me because James has been working on this for years. He's already been using his products on people and in his videos, so I don't know how all of a sudden it could have this major issue. James went on to explain what they think happened with the batch he had and how they had to reformulate some of the colors.
When you create a product with a lab, you work with their chemist to make a formula, and I went through more than 20 rounds of samples and formulas to get my paints absolutely perfect and ready to go, and they were approved and signed off on months ago. So why was the sample that I just received not the same as the approved formula? The best way that I can explain this is that formulas are kind of like baking recipes. But with makeup, instead of, grocery store items, it's chemical elements like hexadecane and dimethicone. So when you're baking, if you wanted to make more cupcakes, you just double your recipe, but makeup doesn't work the same way. So when labs scale up a formula from being a few tubes to several thousand, there's always bound to be some problems. So I pulled up to the lab and invited a couple of friends to join me and help test them out. I'm usually testing all my formulas by myself, but it is really helpful to get other opinions, especially from artists that I really respect, because it's important that my products work on different skin types, tones, and with different products and techniques. We worked with the chemist and went through color by color to make little tweaks to the formula. Thank God most of the paints were approved in only one try, but for some reason, we could not fix the yellow. We literally had to reformulate this color 4 times. I honestly did not think it was going to be approved today, but at the last minute, the chemist made one ingredient change, and by some miracle, it was finally good to go. I definitely wasn't looking forward to my lab days today, and it wasn't the most fun either, but these are normal problems that come with being a new brand owner, so you just gotta stay calm and problem solve. My friends being there to help me out made it so much more enjoyable, and at this point, I am just so excited that we are finally done and only a couple of weeks away from Painted being in the hands of artists all around the world.
I know that things can go wrong during any point in production, especially when you're making such huge batches, but it feels a little bit late to be having such huge issues with the formula this close to launch day. Hopefully for James's sake, that was the only problem and it's now solved, or he might end up having another hairy lipstick situation on his hands. James has been replying to tons of people under this video. One person said that he was stressing, and James replied, "I severely underestimated the amount of work and stress that goes into a brand, but I'm trying my best to manage." Another person said, "I would have still bought it, to be honest." And James replied, "Appreciate your support, but that's dumb. I want you guys to have the best products humanly possible." Another person suggested that having them in little paint bottles would be such a cute idea, and James replied, "I thought about this, but literally one drop of the paint goes such a long way. So full bottles would expire before artists could use all of it." Another person said that it looked like James was screaming at his lab people, and James denied it, writing, "Never. Oh my god, I love my chemists. They're the true geniuses behind every brand." And tons of people have been praising James for stepping up and fixing his formula this close to launch. One person said, "A true artist, creator, and entrepreneur. Real creatives are comfortable with problem solving. You could have easily ignored and got your bag. Respect." Most brands would have ignored it and sold the original instead of fixing the problem because they still would have made heaps of sales. Good job. I don't really know about that. I feel like most cosmetics brands would fix a major issue, like their product cracking and separating, especially if it was the first product they were ever releasing. These paints are going to be the first impression people have of his brand, and it's going to be the deciding factor about whether or not they want to repurchase his future launches. So a lot is weighing on these little paints. James said Painted is launching in only a few short weeks, so we'll just have to wait and see what the tea is on that. Moving on, we need to talk about the issues James is having with his brand new house. A few years ago, James bought a brand new home for $7 million, and I have to say, it's beautiful. He did 2 house tours, and it's literally a dream home. Unfortunately, that dream seems to be falling apart, like actually falling apart. James posted a TikTok talking about how his house may be haunted because it's literally falling apart everywhere. Windows are smashing on their own, the plumbing is leaking through the kitchen.
So I'm pretty sure that my house is actually haunted. Now don't get me wrong, I love my house. Buying it was the biggest accomplishment of my entire life. I'm so grateful that I get to live here, and she is gorgeous at face value. But if you look up close, the house is literally falling apart, and I cannot do this anymore. I'm sure you guys all remember this TikTok that I posted a couple of months ago of the beautiful huge tree in my backyard just giving up one night and falling over. Rained a little too hard and she just said, "Nope, don't want to be here anymore." Me's the tree, honestly, but that was strike 1. And since then, every day there's been something new. We're on like strike 1,000 at this point. Just this week alone, my gorgeous, beautiful bathroom here is located directly above my kitchen. And my shower decided that she didn't want to drain anymore. She said, "Drain. I'm going right through the ceiling." So she found a hole in the electrical circuit of my light in my kitchen. So now not only did this circuit blow and this light doesn't work anymore, but now anytime I take a shower, there's just water dripping from the ceiling down the pendant light onto the counter. Can't insert a photo of the next thing because it's disgusting, but a couple of days ago my housekeeper ran up the stairs screaming because she went to clean the bathroom downstairs, and one of the showers in the basement started filling with shit water. Somebody clogged the toilet and didn't say anything, and the entire pipe got clogged. You get the picture. And last but not least, the cherry on top, the piece de resistance, if you will. I'm currently on vacation, and my friend who's watching my house and the dogs this morning texted me this photo of the door. Of course I start freaking out, looking at the security footage, thinking like, oh my God, is somebody trying to break in? And of course I find out, no one's trying to break in. There's no intruder, no bird flew into it, no rock from a lawnmower. It just cracked. It just gave up. Just like the tree, it just said, "Nope, I don't want to do it anymore." Like, is this even possible? It must be a ghost. At this point, I don't know what to do. This is beyond the capabilities of a contractor or a handyman. Like, Bob the Builder, can he fix it? No, he can't. I need to hire a priest to come and perform an exorcism in the home. At least sage it or say a prayer.
And since this is a new build, I can't help but think about the Ace family's house. You guys remember the drama with the Ace family and their home being foreclosed on and them moving out of their mega mansion dream home. They said the people who built it did a horrible job, they didn't know what they were doing, and pretty much half-assed everything.
Here, every time it rained, as you can see, like this puddle situation, every time it rained.
Yeah, you look at it there, it'll bubble up every time because what's happening, water's getting through the AC condensation returns. On the returns coming through here, and what happens, water gets in there and leaks through it and finds its way through here.
And since James's house is also new, I can't help but wonder if maybe he's having the same issues. There's so many shady builders and contractors out there who do things cheaply and incorrectly for profit, and maybe that's what's happening with James's house. I mean, a lot of people are actually concerned for James and think he's minimizing how serious this could be by simply blaming it on being haunted. Here's what people had to say. James, glass breaking like that could mean there's a sinkhole under your house. No, babe, this is just the quality of American houses. No ghost here. The window shattering by itself like that shouldn't be ignored at all. That's something very major. The window breaking means your foundation is messed up and causing more issues than you realize. I really hope James is getting someone out there to check things out because all of those things seem like really concerning issues to me, especially the window breaking suddenly like that. If it was just one issue here and there, then whatever. But so many issues every day sounds like a major cause for concern to me. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. Are you excited for James to launch Painted? Will you be picking it up? Or are you passing on everything from him? Also, what do you think about this house situation? Do you think there could be major issues going on? Or do you think it's just the ghost of Flashback Mary? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.